There's a huge shortage of talent in cybersecurity. Right now, there's estimated to be more than 3.1 million jobs that need to be filled. Well, guess what? It doesn't just affect us here in the United States or even companies around the world. It also affects hacking groups, threat actor groups. So what do? They go out and they set up what look like legitimate companies, set up a website, and they post job ads, and they try to acquire talent. So let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Chris Burns from Techie Gurus, and welcome back. So let's talk about who is Fin7 first, and then we'll kind of talk about like what they're doing in the hiring sector, shall we say. Fin7, it's a financially motivated threat group. They've been around since like 2013. They've been primarily targeting like U.S. retail, restaurants, hospitality. They did a lot of point of sales malware. So like maybe where you swipe credit cards, they would steal that information. But they've also started two companies. One was Combi Security, and that one's now defunct. And in 2020, they started doing more like big game hunting. And what do we mean by that? That means they started using like Revel ransomware, and they even ran their own ransomware as a service called DarkSide. DarkSide is what was used for Colonial Pipeline. So they may be linked to other threat actor groups as well, but they have a long history. They also have a long history of getting members arrested, but they just keep going because it's so financially motivating for them and so freeing for them that they can afford to have some people in their organization arrested. But what do they need? They need people to develop new malware, new ransomware. So that's where they came in, and they decided to start a new company. So let's talk about that. So I'll give a shout out to Microsoft and Recorded Futures. They have Gemini Advisory. They did a really good write-up on this. This is kind of like an overview from that and some other sources, but what they did is Fin7 decided that they need more people. So they've set up, like I said, in the Conti Security in the past. Now they moved on to Bastion Secure. And why does that matter? Because there's a Bastion Security products limited in the United States and also a Bastion Security group. So they gave themselves legitimacy by making a name that is similar to ones that are legitimate companies. Okay, so what did they do? One of the things that they did is they put out a bunch of HR hiring. The website looks like it does cybersecurity penetration testing and other services. So it looks like a legitimate like cybersecurity company that you would hire. They put out these resumes, right? They're looking for people. So phase one was there was a basic interview process, just like anything else. You talk to an HR representative. You'd be carried out via Telegram in this case. After a successful interview, they would be told to sign a contract with a non-disclosure agreement. Of course, why not? Why would you want them to talk about anything? And then they'd have to configure computers by installing several virtual machines and opening certain ports. Phase two was they received legitimate penetration testing tools to run a bunch of assignments that they were given against those same VMs. And if they passed that, they went on to phase three, where they were brought into a real assignment. And I say real because it was a real threat acting assignment, where they were told to conduct a penetration test against one of Bastion Secure's customers. The thing is, that company isn't a customer, it's a target. So they make this look like a legitimate hiring process, a three-phase approach to basically bring people in to help them expand their organization. Why are they doing this? They're doing this because if they don't tell the people they're actually part of like a hacking group or a threat actor group, they can pay them less. Because the people that are the applicants don't know the risks. Now, a lot of this hiring was done in Eastern Europe and Ukraine and things like that, to where they don't have to pay people nearly as much anyway, but that's why they went there. So this just kind of brings to light the dangers of just the hiring process, right? We have 3.1 million jobs that need to be filled. People are looking for jobs. People, especially in other countries, even the United States, there are so many jobs open that if they just come out and they make a legitimate company, they can hire anybody. And they have the money to do it because ransomware is such a lucrative attack that they have plenty of money to pay these people, because a lot of these people in these foreign countries are maybe only getting paid $1,000 a month, $1,200 a month. It's not that much considering they're getting ransom payments of, $6 million, $10 million, $20 million, $50 million. So they can fund this for a long time. So even if they do get some of the funds seized for whatever reason, maybe somebody made a mistake, they still have plenty of money to pay these employees. So this is I kind of want to bring light to that. CombiSecure was the other one. I think I said Conti before, but CombiSecure was the other one that they set up in the mid 2010s. They did something similar. So they're basically able to hire legitimate talent and basically trick them into doing things that are illegitimate. So I just want to share this. I hope you have a good week. Until next time, stay cyber safe.